Hey y'all, wanted to do this a little bit differently today. I felt called to do a reading outside, and I live in New England, so it's pretty damn cold. Even got my gloves on, but I just felt like I really needed some sun. Maybe you could relate if you, first of all, if you live in an apartment and it's the wintertime, things get a little bit jammed up, you know? If this resonates, maybe you've been feeling almost a little bit nauseous lately, like closed in. Maybe suffocated by your own thoughts. Well, let's just get right into it. All right, if this video found you, it found you for a reason. I'm covering this because I keep squinting. I'm trying to hide. Not that I have anything to hide, but I don't like lines. And it's really, really cold out and I'm right in the sun. Not that I have to explain, all right? I'm sensing that whoever's watching this, you might feel the need to over-explain sometimes. But I'm here to tell you that there is no longer a need to do that. This one literally just flew right out at me. We got pleasure for you guys. We're starting right with pleasure. Pleasure. You guys might be lacking a sense of pleasure. That's what I'm getting here. You forgot what pleasure was. You didn't know how to find it. Pleasure sometimes stems from finding that childlike wonder in you again. Maybe going to the beach and like looking for little seashells like you did when you were a kid. I'm actually at the beach right now. Well, the water's down there, but I'm on the top of the hill. You're being called to find that feeling that you felt when you were almost too young to remember what that feeling even is. I'm sensing for you guys, you're dying to feel this sense of freedom, the sense of pleasure, like no other. You're being called to be a free spirit now. And whoever made you feel like you could never be a free spirit, I have a sense that you don't have to worry about them anymore. Because they're no longer going to be in your life. In this new timeline, you're going to be in the limelight. That's why I just said that. You hear me? Believe it. Because it's true. I know you can sense it because you can feel my energy if this aligns with you. Okay? Biking is significant. If you ever thought of buying a bike. Yep. Really getting some sun. Easier said than done, because I know it's really cold out and I know it's hard to live in the moment. So you're being called to spend less time on your phone because you're going to get this sense of connectedness to all that there is once you put the phone down. Maybe only if you're recording something like this, use it for this purpose only. You know, if you have social media, check it maybe once a day. You know, once or twice. You don't have to sit there and go overboard with it. You know, check in with your peoples, post a picture, comment, you know, reply to your comments, like your people's pics, and that's it. That's all it's meant for. You're being called to not let people waste your time anymore also. I'm sensing that you might have some people that just like hit up your DMs or your Facebook Messenger. They're just like, they're there to get a taste of your medicine, a taste of your soul. They just want a response from you. And when you respond to them, you're like, ooh, collective responded. It's like these people know who you are, but you don't know who they are. It's really fucking weird, and it's an energy thing. They can feel your pleasure even though you can't even feel your own. Y'all, it's that deep. It's that deep. Now I'm sensing that in your soul contract, you are somebody that just feels everybody's energy. And you're often mistaken because you feel like you're depressed all the time, but you're not. You're just feeling other people's vibes. And that's why you were secluded most of your life. Now there's all different kinds of gifts that you can have. I'm sensing for you guys, if this video found you, you reflect everybody's pain. You see someone walking? I'm just gonna share this. This happened to me the other day. And I'm beginning to notice what my true gifts are. The other day, I'm just driving and this guy was like just walking down the street with a size small pizza box, just walking down the street. And to other people he might have seemed happy, but I drove by and I just got this instant feeling of pain, of like loneliness, of like isolation. And I had this I didn't have a flashback, but I'm like, there's no way, like I'm starting to really put two and two together. I'm like, there's no way that pain just came from me. And I was looking at him as I felt it. You might not even be focusing on someone. You just look at somebody and you can feel everything. You can feel everything about them without even, and you take it on and you think that it's your own pain. But don't you ever wonder, like, why do I feel more sensitive than the average person? You ever see someone like eating alone? But like, I have a feeling that you guys love being alone, so it's not yours. That's how you know it's not your energy. You might go out to eat with friends or whatever, and you see someone alone, like an older person alone, and you can just feel that they're lonely. You're feeling their loneliness, not your own. Eating. Those people can benefit from your light and what you have to offer and what you have to give. But you need to let them come to you. They need to seek you out on their own. And sometimes when you're feeling someone's pain like that, you get all depressed when you look at someone. It could just be a familiar feeling that you felt your whole life, but you never knew that you were mistreated. The gloves, I didn't want to take off the gloves, but I have to. There's something that you need to take off of your chest. There's something that's been boggling you down. You're carrying on too much extra weight. You're thinking that other people's emotions are your own and they're not yours to even deal with, to put up with, to entertain. It's time for you to pull your energy back into yourself, to feel that pleasure again that you haven't felt in so long. Because you're so focused on everybody else and you might not even know. You're doing this unknowingly. I'm sensing. Peasant? It's like you were treated like a peasant your whole fucking life, but you don't understand the extent of how and why. I'm sensing that you guys experienced way more than you think you even know. That's why you can feel everything. There's things that you forged to forget for your own sanity. And it festers as this guilt inside of you all the time. And you don't know where it came from. It came from your own experiences when you were too young to even speak. And you're gonna know because you're gonna feel this message. And it's gonna feel very familiar. My energy is going to feel very familiar if this video finds you, whenever it does find you. What else does collective need to hear? In this moment, what does collective need to hear? What messages will guide them through this difficult time? I'm hearing things are not going to be difficult for much longer. That was way too many, so I'm just gonna do 2 of those because that was just crazy and the wind is blowing. You're being guided to focus on one thing at a time. Easier said than done as well. I'm sensing there's always a lot going on in your head if you're watching this, and I mean way more than the average person. Confirmation. But guess what? You're about to pass a new level in life. Your score, I'm hearing, your score. You had a really high score for the last few levels. You exceeded what was expected of you from spirit, and now you're about to be rewarded. I have Queen of Discs, and I have Science. All right, what does it say? You're a true leader. You're a true leader. And all these guilt and shameful feelings that you may be feeling right now, they all happen for a reason. For you to really dig deep and to figure out where the fuck they stemmed from. Where the fuck they came from. Excuse my language. You're being guided to dig deep, way down under. Into the depths of hell, I'm hearing. But sometimes you have to dig that deep. To find the truth, to release it. So you can fully embody your full self. You have to let go of what's weighing you down from your pleasure. What's keeping you in pain. So this is why I'm sending this message, is because whatever happened, and you might not fully know. You may not ever fully know what exactly did happen, but you can know by the way that you feel. And anybody that feels extremely depressed, you might even feel like so weighed down to the point that you've always felt, I mean, for a lot of your life, you felt like there's no reason to live. Because you've never really felt this sense of pleasure really ever, actually. And whenever you did, you were told that it came from outside of you. As a child, most likely. I don't know for sure. This is just what I'm getting. Now, this is the type of energy you're going to be stepping into. You see this queen here? Queen of Discs. You see how she is just like on top of this mountainside, looking far over the land? You guys have this knowledge that you're going to find once you start connecting to all there is. Once you start remembering your past. Once you start getting messages from the universe. You ask and you shall receive. Start asking questions and ask yourself, where is this guilt truly coming from? Why do I feel this way? Who did this to me? And if you suspect that you know, confirmation, ask the universe. Straight up ask the universe. You can do this silently, telepathically, or you can do this out loud, but I suggest that you do it alone. And if this video resonates with you, you are an energy channeler too, just like me. You might not know it yet. And I think that's the final message for today. A quick little message. 15:55, I'm done. This was an angel message for you. I hope this resonates. And I hope that you feel inspired to start asking questions. You will get answers. You have to really want to know. And within this knowing, this is what truly sets you free. All right, thank you for tuning in to the House of Frequency. I love you guys very, very much, and I will see you in the next video. Stay strong, guys. I love you.